Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about game 127 of the regular season where the Astros lose 2-0 to the Baltimore Orioles. Alright, there's just not a lot to go over. We'll knock out offense first because there wasn't any. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position is bad in two respects, not just one. The O is really bad, so is the 3. I think I've cracked the code, which is, of our starting 9, 3 of them had base hits. And I mean, hey, Breggy even had a pair of them because you can't stop him all of a sudden, but everyone else went over, so that usually is going to be the dead ringer. And now we look at the pitching side of things, and that's where it gets really hard for me. Lance McCullers Jr. went 5 innings of shutout baseball, and he probably shouldn't have. 6 hard hit balls, 4 hits, 3 walks to 2 strikeouts. He is still very much looking for his command, and there are pros and cons of this. The pros, I think he's going to find it. I really do. And I would even wager to say I know he's going to find it. But also he's been not great to this point, but he hasn't been giving up a ton of runs. He hasn't been a liability while he's exploring his command, so that's a positive. The cons are you look at numbers like WHIP, and it really isn't looking great. If you want a good laugh, Lance McCullers' ERA is sub 2, and his WHIP is over 1.4. But he isn't actually getting blown up in the runs department, so dub. Christian Javier would come in for 3 innings of work, and time to yell. So you shorten the rotation to a 5-man for seemingly no reason, because you didn't have to. You really didn't have to. And you look up and down at the 6 starters, and you go, well, let's see here. It's gonna be Javi? Really? That's the one we picked to move to long relief. Not Garcia or Urquidy, not them, or even, dare I say, and I hate saying it, even Lance, not him. We go with Javi to move to the pen, like we did last year for long relief. And what happened last year with him in long relief? Oh yeah, he was significantly worse coming out of the pen than he was as a starting pitcher. What did you think was gonna change? I didn't realize my voice could get that high. Anyway, I'm not putting this loss on Javi whatsoever. Your offense didn't score a singular run. You can't win a game 0-0, even under the best of circumstances, if Javi pitches a shutout. That being said, Javi didn't look great, and for some reason, we continue to think he's going to work in the pen, and he just isn't. Guys, this is not hard. Your Urquidy or Garcia gets moved. Keep Javi in the starting rotation. He has a sub-3 ERA this season coming out of the... As a starting pitcher, he has the best expected ERA among all of our starters. He is probably, if you want to look purely analytically, probably the best starter on the team. And I'm going to get absolutely fireballed for that. But if you look at expected ERA, if you look at all the advanced numbers, it's going to point to Javi. Why is he the one that time after time, despite not being the worst starter, why does he continue to get moved to the pen? It makes no sense. And Will Smith, no, thank you, would come in for an inning work, get a strikeout, look pretty solid in the 9th inning. But I'm losing my mind over the fact that for some reason Javi continues to get the short end of the stick and gets moved to the pen, despite being the 3rd best starter on this team. And I'm sorry, he just is. It's not up for debate. He's the 3rd best, and for some reason he keeps getting, thrown into the wolves of the bullpen, where it doesn't work. But I mean, hey, positive is dropping games to the Orioles isn't embarrassing at this point, because the Orioles are almost a playoff team, which is wild to say out loud. So the Astros look to rebound in Game 2 of the series. The Astros this evening at 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central are going to send Jose Urquidy to the mound, and the Baltimore Orioles are going to send Dean Kramer to the mound, and I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, and I'm so happy to say that again. I will actually be here afterwards to talk about the game. Feels good. Anyway, that's all I have to say for that one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Stros.